What we're doing is stage one in the construction of this Tollgate substation is removing trees and preparing the ground. We're donating these trees at the recommendation of the Forest Service to the Upper Deschutes watershed people for the restoration of fish habitat on Waichu's Creek in the Camp Polk Meadow area. This is the old substation. It's been here since 1995. It's inadequate for the load growth in this area. Also, it will only take 69,000 volts of electricity. The transformer is not equipped to take 115,000 volts. And that's what we want to upgrade to in the next 2 or 3 years as soon as Bonneville Power Administration can start supplying that voltage. Once we've done that, we'll be able to have redundant systems supplying 115,000 volts through substations into sisters from both the west and from the east. At this time, this line that feeds this substation is 69,000 volts. The city of Sisters is supplied with 115,000 volts to the substation just outside of town. We made the conversion along Highway 126 from the BPA substation to the sister substation to 115,000 volts. In approximately 2 to 3 years, we'll make the conversion of this transmission line from BPA substation down Jordan Road to the south of Sisters and Tollgate and Black Butte Ranch, and that will enable us to bring that transmission line up to 115 also. And once we have both transmission lines at 115, we can feed back into Sisters from Tollgate substation if we lose power on this transmission line. Similarly, if we lose power over here in the Tollgate area, we'll be able to feed from the Sisters substation using lines that we build between now and then. It just gives us more redundant system. We still have a radial system. It's not a loop system, but it will be more redundant and will give us better power reliability into the area. We are going to be required by the county as a condition of our permit to install a berm that will run the length of the substation except for where the road comes through. The berm will be a live berm, and we have to put plants on it native to the area and water it for 3 years so that it takes root, firm root, and grows. We have not yet resolved where to get the water, and we have 3 choices. We can truck it in, we can drill a well, or we can buy it from the Tollgate Homeowners Association, from their water association. We have not.
Neighbors who live very close to the project have expressed concerns about impact on their property values and quality of life. Are you satisfied with the mitigation that CEC has provided for the neighbors?
No, I am not satisfied. To me, it represents a band-aid that doesn't really address the problem. There's still going to be considerable viewing of this thing. My concern really is a step back from that, the location of where they're putting it. To me, came across as being almost completely insensitive to the needs of the property owners along the back of Tollgate and also all the people who enjoy the trails out in that direction, which affects most of Tollgate. In looking at a plot map, it seems to me that they could have tucked this into the trees more than they've done. They could have left more of the trees standing. They could have used some of the space that they already have and incorporated that into their larger space. I don't dispute that they needed to upgrade, and I don't dispute that they have access to use that land. But I testified at the mitigation hearing that they had in Bend regarding the fact that they were asking for 3 or 4 variances from Oregon law in order to do what they're doing. And against the protests of me and several other people that testified, the judge allowed these variances. And so they've gone ahead and put this, what will be essentially a monstrosity right out there in view for everybody, when with a little bit of effort, I think they could have used their property better and been more kind to the people of Tollgate and other people in town who use that area.
This summer, as we build the new substation, we'll continue to rely on this old substation. We'll leave this in place until the new substation is up and running. We'll switch over to 69,000 volts at the new substation, and once we're sure that it's effective and that it's operating correctly, at that time we will dismantle this substation, remove all the equipment and the fence down to the gravel, so that this is still our property, but we will not have a substation here, and that's also a condition of the permit from the county. So this will be gone at that time. We will go to the 115 kV as soon as Bonneville Power Administration has purchased, received, and installed the transformer at their substation in Redmond. That should be in 2010 or 2011. Once we've built the substation here and converted here, made it operational, we'll be ready at any time.